The date is Monday, May 13th, 1993. The occasion is the airing of Uptown Records' take on MTV's popular live performance series, Unplugged, where Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Father MC, and Heavy D would perform. Christopher Williams, a name that today means a host of different things to different people, with reality TV buffs remembering him as the man who shoved Kenya Moore.
We know Todd from dating Ani. That's the truth. Todd never...
That's not the issue. Nobody cares about Ani.
Internet conspiracy theorist knowing him as the man who allegedly had an interaction of the oral kind with Sean Combs.
Jaguar Wright said something about Christopher Williams giving Puff a fellatio. I knew the Christopher Williams that I knew was a bunch of bullshit.
And music affecionados recalling his huge New Jack Swing hits, I'm Dreamin' and Every Little Thing You Do, also performed that night. A performance that would set off a chain of events which some have alleged got the budding baritone crooner blackballed. And all it took was a Teddy Pendergrass song. In this installment of Music and Times, I will be discussing why a name, to some so muddied with controversy, was once poised to be Uptown Records' Frank Sinatra.
Here you go. Why don't you give it to me, sugar? Why don't you give it to me, sugar? You're the song of mine. All I see is your love. Nah. All I see is your love.
Christopher Lawrence Williams was born August 22nd, 1967, in New York City. Christopher did not know his father, and his mother was in and out of jail and dealt with a drug addiction. He was adopted and raised by an aunt and uncle. Despite an uneasy childhood, music was a constant means of inspiration for him. At Harlan High, he'd impersonate Michael Jackson and join a number of bands. After briefly attending Purchase College in New York and dropping out due to the birth of his first child, he penned a song which was placed on Lilo Thomas's album, albeit uncredited. A lawsuit, as well as a performance at a club where he would meet a powerful music executive, persuaded him to take the occupation more seriously. There are conflicting reports about exactly how Williams got his record deal, but he did record 2 demos which were impressive enough to get him signed to Geffen Records. He later connected with Cassandra Mills, who became his manager. By 1989, Williams, aged 22, had gone from anonymity to on the heels of the release of his debut album, albeit at a label predominantly occupied by rock artists. A single preceded the release of his set, written by Timmy Gatlin and Alton Stewart, and inspired heavily by Bobby Brown's big hit, My Prerogative.
I said no. No! Talk to myself, 'cause there is no one to talk to. People ask me why I do. Talk to myself, 'cause there is...
Talk to Myself, Christopher Williams' debut single, was released in the summer of 1989.
Who left me why I feel this way, always alone, day after day. Well, I used to be sweet and I used to be kind, but I've been used and abused for the last time. I just don't know why I do what I do.
He appeared on Soul Train and performed the song, also giving insight on his musical inspirations.
The feeling that I feel
That's hard work, but
Yeah.
you're great at it, Chris.
Thank you.
Nice to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Understand you're another of a long line of very talented people from New York, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm from New York. I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx, though. I've been here for 3 years.
Here in L.A.?
Yeah, I've been living in Los Angeles for 3 years.
Yeah, you were sort of discovered by a good friend of ours, Cecil Holmes.
Yeah, Cecil is like my mentor. He got me started in the right direction. He got me hooked up with some guys to do some demos and a great lawyer. And I got a deal on my own. And then I met my manager, great manager, Cassandra Mills. And everything's been going good since.
She's the little sister or the big sister of
Stephanie Mills.
Yeah. The great Stephanie Mills. And Cassandra, of course, is a great manager as well.
She
and she
is.
helps guide the career of Stephanie. Who are some of the people that you still get turned on about as far as other artists are concerned?
Well, Marvin's gone, but that's my idol. I love Marvin Gaye and Teddy Pendergrass and definitely Bobby Brown, Albie Shaw. That's my boys. So, you know, I support them 100%.
You remind me a little of Albie Shaw, but don't tell him I told you that.
All right.
Chris, it's really nice to have you with us. We'd like you to come back later and do another song for us, okay?
I'd love to.
Talk to Myself was a top 40 pop hit, also peaking at number 18 on the dance charts and number 4 on the R&B charts.
I'm in paradise.
His debut album, Adventures in Paradise, was a moderate seller, peaking at number 68 on the R&B albums chart. By late 1989, it was time for a new single to be serviced to radio stations and retailers, and this time, a mid-tempo entitled Promises, Promises would get its shine. The song was a top 10 R&B hit.
You know the things we used to say. You remember, baby, when we were in love, we made promises. Oh, yeah.
Williams would also appear on Live at the Apollo in March of the following year and perform the song.
Promises, promises, we don't keep. No, no. Promises, promises, can't eat nor sleep. Girl, when you broke out, I thought life would end. Now I'm all strung out, trying to pick up the pieces once again. It seems no matter what I do, bad love is in love is bad. All of the things you used to say, they are just promises. Again, promises we don't keep.
Not too long after that performance, Williams began shooting his first major film. The film, New Jack City, began shooting in April of 1990.
Chris Rock, Mario Van Peebles, Christopher Williams.
Williams played Kareem Akbar, one of Nino Brown's, the film's antagonist, assistants.
This is Detective Nick Peretti, big crazy jarhead, motorcycle freak, reject cop, just like you, Scotty.
On the streets, there's a fine line between wrong and right, good and bad, between those who enforce the law
It is a war out there.
and those who break it.
Gone are the days of selling on the street corners, dark alleyways, and the back rooms of some bummy-ass bar. We ain't with that no more.
Don't wake me, I'm dreaming.
He also contributed to the film soundtrack with I'm Dreamin. Filming for New Jack City wrapped in the summer of 1990, and the final single from his debut, a Gerald Levert and Mark Gordon produced tune entitled One Girl, was released.
Say that one girl, that's all I need. One girl, is love for me. Say that one girl, that's all I need.
It was a top 40 R&B hit. Around this time, Williams began a relationship with the budding actress Stacey Dash, who would end up pregnant with his son. Unfortunately, his label, Geffen Records, was sold to MCA, which meant he was from then on an MCA recording artist. 1991 was also the year New Jack City was released in theaters. It would go on to open at number 2 in the US box offices. I'm Dreamin, the lead single from the soundtrack, was released a month prior and would later garner him his first number 1 R&B showing, while also peaking at number 89 on the pop charts. In 1991, he also appeared on his label mates FS Effects' single, I Want to Be Your Lover, which managed to peak at number 52 on the R&B charts. A successful film, a new baby, and a number 1 R&B single, it seemed nothing could stop Williams' stride.
Girl, I need your sexual healing. Got to be like no other. Want to be your only lover. Hey, I really want.
In late 1992, he released his first single on Uptown after getting to know the president of MCA and securing focus on his next release. The single was produced by Devontae Swing of Jodeci, and it was entitled All I See.
Hey girl, why don't you give it to me, sugar? Why don't you give it to me, sugar? You're the sun of mine. All I see is your love. All I see is your love.
on to peak at number 19 on the R&B charts, whilst also receiving moderate airplay on R&B stations.
Under my head, but then I couldn't rest in my bed. Without you was so hard, living on my knees and asking God to bring you back my way. I feel like I can live another day. All I see is come on. I won't live without your love. I won't live. All I see. Why don't you give it to me? Come on, sugar. I won't live without your love. Sleepless nights and lonely days are all that seems to pass my way. I want you back in my life so we can marry and make you my wife. Every night and day I pray that you will bring your love back my way. 'Cause I can't take another day. So why don't you stay? Every night and day I pray. Come back, baby. Oh,
His second album, entitled Changes, would hit retailers in December 1992. By January, the album reached number 63 on the Hot 200.
It was wonderful and exciting, the first album, but it was time for me to get serious.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 26 now, and I have 2 sons.
Oh, you old man.
Well, I don't feel old, I feel young, but I feel like this is a time in my life where I need to have, you know, not only fun, but focus and have some kind of direction on where Christopher will be at 40. Because I love singing, I like to be singing at 40, and, you know, there's been just a lot of horror stories and nightmares in the music business, and I'd like to not be one of them.
Yeah.
You know, when I watch people like Jackie Wilson,
Okay.
you know, things like that.
Exactly. You can see what can happen, and you
Right.
don't want that to happen to you.
I don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
Well, I don't think you have anything to worry about in that case. I mean, you've contributed a lot of hits already, and, you know, you definitely have a name and a presence in the music industry. You're kind of like a sex symbol. How do you feel about being a sex symbol?
I like it. It's cool. If people perceive me for being sexy, that's okay.
As long as they perceive you.
As long as they perceive me and spell my name right.
There you go. There you go. Listen, I want to
like
talk.
being known as a singer more than a sex symbol.
The following month, Uptown released the third single from the set, entitled Every Little Thing You Do. It would go on to garner him another top 10 R&B hit as it peaked at number 7 on the R&B charts.
Everything you do, just turns me on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
5 months would lapse between the release of Every Little Thing You Do and the final single from Changes. It was during that period when Uptown Records artists participated in MTV's Unplugged. Jodeci, Father MC, Heavy D, and Mary J. Blige, as well as Christopher, were to showcase their new age soul music to an audience of millions.
When I first told the artists I wanted to do Unplugged, they were all worried how the music would transfer. It is not easy putting 5 platinum stars and celebrities together. They knew for this to roll smoothly for themselves, it had to roll smoothly for all the other artists involved, so they started to work together, and it really worked out nicely.
When the concert was aired, Christopher Williams was so irate about his cover of Teddy Pendergrass's Come Go With Me being left on the cutting room floor that he decided to do some cutting up of his own.
I became super frustrated, and I started evolving back to the kid that was trying to get out of the Bronx and out of those elements. And because of how Uptown's energy was, yo, we street and da-da-da-da-da, it was like, okay, this may take some veracity. Most record labels have a glass and a buzz where you can't even get past a certain thing. I took the couch at the elevator and dismissed the glass. So it was like, you don't have to buzz me in, I'm in. Andre, again, is not there, and I was in a rage. And so I smashed all the gold and platinum records, tore them up, tore up the machines, ripped the wallpaper off, kicked doors in. Afterwards, I would hear murmurs of people saying, yeah, I wish I was there and all that. And I was like, yeah, okay. Nah, you glad I wasn't there.
Jodeci's rendition of Stevie Wonder's Lately, however, was included.
I want some company, and you look like you're just my type. You're the kind whose spirit is running free. Let's take a sip of some cold, cold wine, and we can dance to the music nice and slow. We'll just let all our feelings go. Do that, baby. Do that, baby. It'd be so nice. I swear it'd be so sweet. You just come on. Come on, baby. You look like you're bored to death. You wanna get away. You wanna get away from this love. See?
3 months later, Uptown, with little fanfare, released his rendition of Come Go With Me as the final single from Changes. It would only peak at number 73 on the R&B charts.
Sit by a cozy lit fire, where we can be each other's company. Oh, baby. Oh, no. It sounds so good to you. 'Cause it sounds so good. It sounds so good to me, yeah. Come on, go with me. Do that, baby. Do that, baby. Be so nice, be so sweet, yeah.
In In 1994, he made his second on-screen appearance in Gunman as himself. He also joined forces with Black Men United, a collaboration of black male R&B singers, for the track You Will Know, which was included in the film Jason's Lyric. Despite Williams trashing his office, Andre Harell was willing to let bygones be bygones and proceed with Christopher still signed to the label. However, Christopher wasn't able to, and thus he moved to Giant Records, the replacement label for Geffen.
The new album is available in the stores right now.
As of last week, Not a Perfect Man is out in the stores, yeah.
So, you excited about it?
Really excited. I'm looking forward to being back out in front of people, performing again. That's gonna, that's my biggest thrill.
Yeah.
And last album I didn't get a chance to tour, but this album I'm looking forward to, really working. And we're going overseas for the first time in my whole career, so I'm excited about that.
Really?
And I'm just hoping that this album is received the way I hope it to be. It's a little growth period for Christopher Williams. There's some different things on the album. Not a Perfect Man. I think I went through a period of just soul searching and really deciding inside myself that it's all right, people say this, people say that I'm not a perfect man, and that's cool too. And that I've come to a sort of peace with myself and with God, and all I could do now is just put my goals in front of me and go after them, because everything else is just air.
He performed his first single released under Giant, Lonely, on the video Soul.
Come on, I don't wanna be. No, baby. Yeah.
It was a promo single, and an official one entitled Dance For Me was released in early 1995. Next single, If You Say, peaked at number 91 on the R&B charts.
You're afraid to trust your heart again from past mistakes you made. Oh, I can't sympathize, 'cause I've been there before, until I realized I needed something more. Girl, don't even think I wanna live your life for you. All that I ask is that you change your point of view. You say you will be mine. Look out for you, baby. No lie. If you say to let you know the way I feel. I'll never break your heart. Girl, I'm just being real.
He was soon dropped from the label. In 1997, he returned, this time presumably on RCA, with a single entitled Round and Round, which failed to garner much traction. also did a duet, Sunshine, with budding songstress Shantae Savage. He did not release another project until 2001, entitled Real Men Do, which failed to garner much attention. He relocated to Virginia and led a simpler life before returning, this time on the stage.
Too busy to take care of home, so to keep the peace, she hired a cleanup woman. And that's pretty much where the problem started. It's Jackie Lawrence's The Cleanup Woman, starring from Half and Half, Thelma Hopkins, Emmy Award-winning Jack A. Harry, from New Jack City, Christopher Williams.
As of 2025, after battling major health complications which threatened his life, he is still active and performing, and his voice is still
Party like a 90s party, 'cause a 90s party don't stop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.